up, peeps? 2JZ GTE VVTi Supra. This was non-turbo, been converted to turbo. Another company had done the conversion, never got running unfortunately, and yeah, so the last couple of years, it's got done 2 years ago, and almost just got told that they couldn't get it going, so they didn't have nothing. They had no spark, they had nothing. So yeah, he's brought it to me. It's a friend of another customer, and I had it since, probably I've had it for almost exactly 1 week now. And the first night that I worked on it, I got it started, but unfortunately there's just been a couple of things that I've had to change just to get this thing running properly, only because we're on stock ECU. Would have been nicer to go straight to a fuel tank, but he's going to do that a bit later on. And at the moment, what's been done was just to get it running on stock ECU, stock everything, obviously, you know, stock boost, all that stuff, just to make sure it does actually run itself. But so to do that, there's some reason why this is VVTi, so it has the electronic throttle. And there's some reason why it just wasn't activating on the stock ECU. So I've had to do it to what I've done to the other cars is lock them. And so we're actually on throttle, it is actually going. So we don't have traction control, and we don't have, well, we don't have traction control anyway because we don't have the steering wheel, but that won't have traction control, and also it won't have cruise control as well. So but that's all cool though. So later on when we go to the fuel tech, it's not going to have that anyway. The fuel tech will control those things. But yeah, at the moment everything runs. It starts up first pop. We got everything running, everything working. I've got I even got the temp sensor working, because these are totally different than the NAs. Even the revs, so the tachometer is actually working as well. Had to change a resistor on the actual cluster itself, and just little bits and pieces. So we've actually got power steering, that's hooked up now. The only thing, probably the only accessory that's not hooked up is power, AC. We'll get that done next round, only because I'm just trying, it needs to get a bit of drive time on it, just to make sure, because it's literally, this thing's been rushed and things have just been chucked at it. I would have loved to take the motor out and start from scratch, because there is loom bits everywhere. Yeah, so that's where we're at. It runs, it starts. I quickly start it up for you now. And yeah, it sounds really, really nice and healthy. So yeah, when the actual car actually never had, no oil, no water, no nothing. Fans, they weren't hooked up properly, just everything. So this is a, they didn't have fans, stock electric fan, so you had to just put a big relay on there for the 2 fans. All right, so they kick on nicely, everything works. So deleted the factory blow valve. The customer wanted some flutter sound. And yeah, so everything is really, really nice. So yeah, happy with it at the moment. One last thing, I've got to pop it up on the hoist, and there's a drip also underneath there, so I'm pretty sure that's from the turbo drain. We're going to address that, but customer's pretty much ready to drive it. So I've already taken it for a spin or two, and everything drives nice. We got clutch back, as I said, the power steering, we've got power steering, and yeah, everything else is all really, really nice. So all the power's there, so I'm pretty confident the ECU is working what it should be, what everything's doing. Yeah, like, there's obviously something wrong there, because it wasn't activating the electronic throttle. So I don't know exactly in the factory ECU what there. I wasn't going to diagnose that problem. There's no point diagnosing that problem, because I know that we're going to go to an aftermarket ECU later, and we're going to have full control of everything. But for now, everything works what the customers wanted, and yeah, really, really happy with it. So fans turn on at 85, they turn off. Yeah, so everything is yeah, all ready to rock and roll. So customer loves it. He's been here, he's had a look at it, he's actually taken it for a drive, and yeah, everything else is all awesome. So yeah, really happy with it. So alright guys, so that's we're just gonna do updates on just a few cars and stuff like that we're getting going at the moment, and only because I'm all busy on these sort of things. So I'll hit it off and yeah, complete the video. And so thanks guys, thanks very much for watching, and more cars like these coming up. See you peeps.